Ève Lavalliere was a French actress who converted to Catholicism, joined the Franciscan Order, and became a medical missionary. She was born in France in 1866. Her parents had a son already and they didn't want another child. Her father was a violent alcoholic. When she was school-age, her parents enrolled her in a prestigious private school run by nuns. Ève had very fond memories of her time there. When she was 17, her father pulled out a gun during an argument and killed Ève's mother right in front of her. He pointed the gun at Ève, but changed his mind and shot himself instead. She had witnessed the violent deaths of both parents. Now an orphan, she left her hometown to find work. She struggled with depression during this time, and she even contemplated suicide. Before she could end her life, her beautiful face drew the eye of a man who suggested that she should pursue a career on the stage. She followed his advice and her whole life changed. Ève shot to stardom and became a renowned actress. She was one of the most famous actresses in France during her heyday. She had fame, riches, and lovers. She started a relationship with a theater director and had a daughter named Jeanne with him. He was frequently unfaithful and spoiled their child, who grew up to hate Ève. When Ève was 51, she was still a very popular actress and she planned to embark on a tour for North America. Before she left on the tour, she wanted to rest and recuperate in the French countryside for a while. She was still experiencing depression and she felt very unhappy with her life. She rented a country chateau and stayed there for a while. The local priest, Father Chestinier, noticed that Ève hadn't been attending Mass, so he dropped in to check on her. To show the priest some respect, she started attending Mass on Sundays. Going to Mass brought back memories of her time in school. Her time with the nuns had been a bright spot in her life. She asked the priest to instruct her further in the faith, and he gave her a book about Mary Magdalene. Ève read the book and identified strongly with the saint. She turned her back on her former life and decided to devote herself to Christ. She said, "My resolution is made. From now on, only Jesus has a right to my life, for he alone gave me happiness and peace." She wanted to become a nun, but every convent she applied to rejected her. Her past life as an actress had just made her too notorious. She decided to become a Third Order Franciscan instead. She took missionary trips to Tunisia as a medical missionary and gave a lot of her fortune to Tunisian charities. In Tunisia, she developed severe stomach pain and she was sent back to France. In France, she moved close to her daughter Jeanne, hoping to improve their relationship. By this time, Jeanne was a drug addict, and according to some sources, she would slip her mother cocaine secretly so that she could rob her mother while she was incapacitated. Visitors from her past life were forbidden entry into her home, but she welcomed poor people from the local village who needed her help. A local girl told a reporter, "She has no bitterness about the past, but she doesn't think about it. She thinks only of the present and the future." Her health continued to decline and she eventually lost all of her teeth and her eyesight. Her eyes even had to be sewn shut for medical reasons. Still, she described herself as the happiest woman alive. She said, "I thank you, O my God, that you have given me shelter beneath your roof. Abandonment, love, trust. Such is my motto." She died on July 10, 1929 at the age of 63. She had been away from the stage for over a decade. She died alone, penniless, and happy. Her gravestone is inscribed with the words, "I left everything for God. He alone is enough."